Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the California Beach. We're very lucky to have both models behind me here. So I've got the California Beach Tour on my right hand side and the Camper on my left hand side. So we're going to have a look at both models today, just show you what the differences are. Obviously they've got slightly different specifications as optional extras on these, but we're just going to have a look at them from a difference point of view between what you get between one or the other. As they're both together, very rare. I can't think the last time actually I've had one of each actually on site, so I thought we'd best take this opportunity and bring this video to you as well. Just to let you know as well, also we're going to be shooting some of our older videos again quite recently, so the next month or two. Fingers crossed you'll start to see a few more videos that we've already done in the past which have been quite popular, so things like the ocean ones, walkarounds and things like that as well, so all that good stuff is coming shortly as well. So essentially the difference between these two vehicles, so the Tour version is a car, that's where you have to get around to it, where the camping version is like a motorhome, a camper van. There's different. They've both got pop-up roofs and they've both got the facility to sleep 4 people, 2 up and 2 down. So from that side of it, they are very, very much the same. But as I said, one is classed as a car, so it starts off its life as a 5-seater, but you can add extra seats to bring it up to 7. Where with the camping version, it comes standard as 4, and you do have the option to add 1 extra seat as well. But there are some differences between the two as well, and we'll go through those and have a look at them now. I think we'll start with the camping version first, and that'll make a lot more sense then when we actually move to the Tour and show you what that doesn't have, but the reasons why it doesn't have those as well will probably make a bit more sense. So with the Tour, and so the Tour starts its life as a 4-seater with the option to upgrade the extra seat that's there. You do get all the camping things as standard on the vehicle, so things like the awning, for example, on the side, that comes standard. And then when we move into the interior of the vehicle, you're going to get all your cooking stuff that's here. So 2-seat bench is standard. Again, you can upgrade this as well, so there are different seating combinations you can get in this vehicle as well, but essentially this is what you've got that's in here. And then you've got your pull-out cooker from the side. We've done a video on these as well, put a link on, so just pull it up. Your cooker that's there as well, which we've seen before, so you can check out those videos. We've got lots of videos that show you all these different things, but obviously that's all standard in here for your gas bottle. You've got your cupboard space that's down in here, and this creates one big huge bed, which we've done videos on this before. There are a few extra things you get as well with the camping version, so things like, for example, your plug sockets, and I'll show you the outside of the vehicle as well in a minute. We'll carry on the walk around it that's there. So these are all the things that you get on the camping version. So should we have a look outside? So if we come round to the back, so coming around to the back, as we can see, we've got our bed, the back of the bed with our locker unit and loads of space that's in the back that we're used to. And then on the far side of the vehicle, we've got our electrical hookup, which is on the side. We've got our electrical point in here. With the second battery that's on this particular vehicle, so the California Coast and Ocean, they have two leisure batteries. The Beach model has 1, which is underneath this passenger seat that's in here, and that's obviously connected to the electrical supply there, and it allows you to run your 240 supply inside the vehicle, only of course when you're actually plugged in to the vehicle. But don't forget, obviously you have got your inverter socket as well, which is connected on the bottom of the driver's seat as well. So exterior wise they look very, very similar, with the exception of really your plug down the bottom. That's the one easy way to tell, because most of the options you can get on both, but that's one of the options that you can't get on the Tour version. So moving on to the Tour, it'll make a bit more sense now what you don't get with the Tour, but also the reasons why you don't get it. So moving on to the side of the vehicle that's down on here, you haven't, as I said, you haven't got that electrical socket, but one of the reasons why you haven't got that is, if you notice in the other vehicle, is because here is where the plug is on the other side. Well, on the Tour version, you've got a door. So you've got a door this side here, and you've got a door that side. So that's one of the big changes between them. So on the Tour version, which I said is a passenger car, that's the way to look at it, from on here as well. It has twin doors, so doors on both sides, so you can get in, get out easily with the kids and things like that if that's what you're doing. So as I said, it's up to a 7-seater. So this particular version has got the extra 2 seats that's in here. So you've got like the conference style that's in the back, which is really, really popular as well. Obviously, this is where the kitchen unit would be on the camping version. So none of that's in here at all. So it is, with this vehicle, it's all about the carrying capacity. It's all about having those extra seats in there. And I said, as it's more that kind of car feel, but still with your pop-up roof. So in the rear of the vehicle, it's on here, as with the 3-seat bench across the back, so there's 3 individual seats across the back. You get the back of your board here, which forms part of the bed. So as I said, we've done videos as well on the seating combinations on the different models as well that's here. So this forms one big bed as well at the back for the vehicle. Slightly different combination for what it is in the 4-seater version that's there, but you can see plenty of space underneath here as well, so you've got loads of space. Obviously this seat can move backwards and forwards, and as we move around to the side, instead of opening this door again, that's the big thing. You've got the twin doors on both sides, and you can get in and out nice and easy with the seats. As I said, both these vehicles have got options above the standard feature. So for example, on the Tour version, it's an option to have the awning on the side, but it's still an option. You can still have it if that's something that you want to put on. So which one would you buy? And it's a question I get asked a lot because the pricing is very, very similar for the 2 vehicles. By the time you've added the options in and things like that you might want, there's not a huge amount of cost difference between the 2. Obviously one is a camper, one is a passenger car. There's a slight difference in the taxation point of view from the vehicle, so there's a slight cost implications there. But as far as which is best for you, it depends on what you're doing. I'm very fond of the beach. I've always said that on this channel. If I was to have to go and buy one myself, luckily, obviously I get to borrow one, but if I didn't have to buy one, it probably the beach that I would look at. It would certainly suit my lifestyle around there. For me personally, this moment in time, the Tour would suit my needs very, very well. Because it's one vehicle that can do everything that I actually need it to do. And I know I've got no cooking equipment in there, but I tend to do a lot of my cooking outside of the vehicle anyway. So at this very moment in time, with my children the age they are, etc., this would suit me down to the ground because it's got those extra seats in there. I would imagine in 3 or 4 years' time, maybe 5 years' time, something like that, it might be something like, for example, the camper that might come into its own on that basis then. But more importantly, what do you think? Let us know, pop in the comments box below which one, if you had a choice of either of them, which one would you go for, why would you go for it, because it's only my opinion on which one I would want and why I would want it. It's always great to get feedback from you guys as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As I said, it was great to see both these vehicles together, side by side, because we've never had that opportunity before, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you have, give us a thumbs up and give us a like. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, please subscribe, it really does help us out, and we'll see you next time.